Our anime begins with Hyung-suk, who is being bullied by his classmates. They mock him and force him to imitate a dog. One of the bullies gets even more aggressive, hitting him and saying, "You can't even imitate an animal right. You're just a useless pig," and continues to beat him. Afterward, the boy goes home, feeling miserable about what happened. He sits there for a while, then gets up to cook something for himself. While he is cooking, his mother comes home and tells him, "Rest, I'll make the food and bring it to you." She finishes the meal and gives it to him, but he can't even look at it. He is upset, remembering how he gets beaten every day while being powerless to stop it. He tells his mother, "I want to transfer from this school," but he refuses to tell her the real reason. He claims that all the students his age are too smart and he can't keep up. His mother refuses his request, saying, "It's very difficult, you know our financial situation. If you transfer, the household expenses will increase, and I won't be able to afford your tuition." Hyung-suk gets very angry, starts shouting, and insults everything around him before leaving. The next day, he goes to school and bumps into a girl who is distracted by her phone. Even though it was her fault, she curses at him. One of the guys who usually hits him happens to be passing by. Seeing Hyung-suk, he assumes he was bothering the girl. He gets angry and tells him, "Take this ball and wait for me down at the field." When they get to the field, the bully has someone record them while they play a ball challenge, where whoever hits Hyung-suk in the face first wins. The first one throws the ball hard, but Hyung-suk dodges it. The second one throws the ball so fast that Hyung-suk can't see it, and it hits him right in the face. The bully who missed gets angry, hits Hyung-suk and says, "You shouldn't have dodged my ball." He punches him to the ground, stands him back up and says, "I'm not finished yet," continuing to beat him everywhere. Hyung-suk's mother had come to the school that day to finish some paperwork. When she sees him in that state, she gets angry and starts shouting at the boy hitting him. However, contrary to what you'd expect, Hyung-suk defends the bully and says, "This is my friend. He's just joking with me. Please just leave. Don't embarrass me more." He said this as if all that beating wasn't already an embarrassment. Afterward, the mother understands everything and realizes this is the real reason he wants to transfer. She waits for him at home and asks him to sit and talk. She says, "I went to your school today to transfer you to another one. I saw what happened. I know it's not your fault, so I'm moving you to a new school. But be careful because you'll be living alone from now on. I'll send you money at the start of every month for your studies, and don't worry about me, I'll be fine." Hyung-suk listens and is deeply moved. He starts crying, sad that his mother has to carry a burden beyond her strength. But he listens to her and goes to the new city. He tells himself, "I must prove myself here and not let anyone bully me no matter what happens. New city, new people, new life." He arrives at the room they rented for him, which looks completely dilapidated, but he says, "Anything is better than what was happening to me." He puts his things down and goes to get the rest of his stuff. Suddenly, he bumps into a girl. To his surprise, she apologizes to him, saying she wasn't paying attention because she was looking for her boyfriend. Hyung-suk is happy because this is the first time someone has treated him with respect. But suddenly, the girl's boyfriend arrives, sees Hyung-suk smiling and asks if he was bothering her. The girl explains she bumped into him by mistake. Hyung-suk tries to act cool since the boyfriend didn't shout at him, so he looks at him and laughs. The guy gets furious and asks, "Why are you laughing?" Hyung-suk says, "Because I bumped into your girlfriend," trying to give himself a personality, and laughs in his face again. The guy loses his temper, grabs Hyung-suk and beats him savagely. Everyone around starts recording with their phones while the boy is beaten, helpless. He goes back to his room, sits in a corner, remembers what happened, and cries. He opens his phone and finds his picture posted with many hateful comments mocking his appearance. He asks himself, "What did I do to deserve this? Is it my fault I was born with a face people don't like?" He cries until he falls asleep. As he sleeps, he wakes up feeling something strange in his body. He goes to the bathroom and wonders, "What is happening? Why does everything look so short to me?" But the shock comes when he looks in the mirror and sees a different person standing there. Terrified, he runs out and sees his real body still sleeping on the floor. He thinks he's dreaming and tries to wake his real body up. When his real body wakes up, he sees the handsome boy sleeping next to him. He finally understands. If he sleeps in one body, he wakes up in the other. When he goes back to sleep, he returns to the new body, tall, muscular, and incredibly handsome. The next day, he wears his clothes and goes to the new school. The teacher introduces him, and when the students see him, they can't believe their eyes. They think he's from another planet. He sits in his place and looks to his right, only to find the same boy who beat him yesterday and the girl he bumped into. He is terrified, but remembers he is in a new body and no one knows him. The boy who beat him introduces himself as Zin. Zin was actually jealous because every girl in class was smitten with the new guy, including his own girlfriend. After school, Hyung-suk goes for a walk and realizes this body is light and movement is easier. He practices walking to maintain his status and not embarrass himself. He almost falls, but his body spins and he stands back up in a legendary athletic move. People nearby are amazed by his high fitness level. He starts running through the street, happy with his new body. The next day, he goes to the original school to transfer his papers. He was tired and couldn't wait for class to end, so he fell asleep. He woke up back in his original body. He tries to fall back asleep, but it's no use. It seems someone has to wake him up for him to switch. A girl wakes him up and says, "I found you sleeping, so I woke you up so no one would see you and punish you. Sorry if I scared you." He tells her, "No, it's fine. I'm sorry for waking up like that." After school, he goes to a store to ask for a part-time job. The owner, seeing the handsome body after he switched back, is overjoyed, thinking a guy this good-looking will bring in many female customers. But Hyung-suk tells him, "You misunderstood. I'm looking for a job for my friend," referring to his original body. The owner agrees on the condition that the handsome guy shops there often. When Hyung-suk returns in his original body, the owner refuses to hire him, but Hyung-suk impresses him by reciting the prices of every item in the store from memory. The owner is amazed by his intelligence and agrees to hire him, though for a lower wage than normal. Later, while working at the store, a group of students enters to buy cigarettes. They are from his school. Hyung-suk refuses to sell to them because they are minors. The kids tell him, "Just let it slide," but he stands his ground. Zin, the bully, was waiting outside for them. Turns out this is his gang. Zin enters, sees Hyung-suk, and realizes his name is also Hyung-suk, just like the handsome new kid. This annoys him. He says, "Both of you looked at my girlfriend, and now you have to be beaten." He beats him up, breaks his face, and takes naked photos of him to blackmail him so he won't report them. Hyung-suk cries, asking why this keeps happening to him. His mother calls to check on him, and he hides his tears, telling her everything is fine. In reality, his mother is exhausted because she took on an extra job just to send him more money. The next day at school, he hears Zin and his gang laughing about what they did to him and showing his picture to other students. Hyung-suk in the handsome body stands there listening, his eyes full of rage. One of the bullies insults his mother, saying, "A guy like that was probably abandoned by his mother in the street." Hyung-suk loses it. He shouts, "Are you men for insulting a weak kid who can't defend himself?" Zin gets angry and says, "I haven't liked you for a long time," and prepares to attack.